So you're fighting a broodmother.
Is she a darkspawn? Does she count as darkspawn?
Yes, she is a darkspawn. She is the darkspawniest of darkspawn.
Okay, good.
She is literally the darkspawn from which all other darkspawn originate.
Ugh.
Cassandra.
It's me, yep.
You are first up in the order. You and the Legion of the Dead and your friends and companions are all standing at the edge of this large circular room. And on the other side of this large circular room is about a 2-story tall broodmother. It is so much worse than you thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everyone warned you that this was going to suck, but, like, this really sucks. That's horrifying.
Yeah. Right. Don't like looking at it. Don't like being...
Why are there so many nipples?
Right, exactly.
And the tentacles are not great either.
No. Really, there's just not a lot that I like about it. In fact, there's nothing.
There's not much to like. It's true.
Yeah.
But you are first up in the initiative order. So what do you do, Cassandra?
I am going to, from where I am, sounds like a good plan to, like, not get close. I'm going to arcane bolt her.
All right, so go ahead and try to hit the TN of 12, I think it is. A 17 is more than enough to hit.
12!
12 damage. Yeah, I mean, Maevaris doesn't have a lot of offensive spells. She's a healer. So she is going to cast Heroic Offense on you, Sabrae.
Okay.
Because this is going to last for the entire encounter, and that's a permanent +1 bonus to your strength. So you get to add that to all the rolls that involve strength.
Ah, sweet. That's awesome.
18 is more than enough, so you go ahead and add +1 to all strength-related things for the rest of the encounter.
Okay.
She casts it on you, and then she, like by thumping you on the back, she's like, "Go get him, tiger!"
Okay.
It is the broodmother. You are all too far away because she is immobile. She cannot move. So she is going to go ahead and use Caustic Spray.
That sounds bad.
As a major action, the broodmother can let out a spray of caustic venom. 4 yards long and 6 yards wide. Anyone caught within the spray suffers 1d6 plus 4 penetrating damage or 1d6 minus 2 penetrating damage if they make a successful TN 12 dexterity acrobatics test. So everyone roll acrobatics.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
Okay, so anyone who rolled less than a 12, you take 7 penetrating damage. Your armor is not relevant. And anyone who beat a 12 takes... So anyone who beat it takes 4 damage. Next up in the order is Sabrae. Maevaris just gave you a big old pat on the back, and then you got sprayed in the face with caustic acid. Yikes.
It's making me less happy about jumping in there, but also it's the only thing I know how to do, so I'm just going to charge straight at her with my spear.
Alright, go ahead and roll to hit. A 13 is more than enough to hit. It's like hitting the broadside of a barn. She's like 7 feet tall and half again as wide.
Sweet. And I get stunt points.
You have 4 stunt points to do with as you choose. 11, and her armor rating is 6, so 5.
And then I'm going to roll again for a second attack.
Do it. Yeah, 15 is a hit. Her defense score is 8. It's like I said, it's like hitting the broadside of a barn. She's big and she can't move.
Right.
16 damage.
Yay!
16 minus 6, so 10. Good. Excellent. It is Talgan up next. Talgan barrels into the fray right behind you, Sabrae. He's got his axe. He's just gonna go to town on that motherfucker. 14 is more than enough to hit. His battle axe does 2d6 plus his strength. 15 minus 6, so 9. The ogre that had run up to her looks at the two of you as you run up to his mom and start trying to throw hands. Yes. And he is about to pick you up, Sabrae, and throw you into a wall when suddenly Cardal from behind comes and just shoulders bodily into this ogre, this tiny dwarf against this massive ogre, but he goes straight for the back of the ogre's legs, and the ogre completely capitulates. And Cardal takes that opportunity to swing around and bury his blade into its eye. And he says, "Keep going, we've got the ogre!" And then from behind, the Legion of the Dead in full force comes out and heads straight for the ogre.
I shout, "You need to teach me that trick sometime!"
He winks at you. And then it is Leander's turn. Leander, Man, it's a good thing he's tranquil, because if he were not, he'd be like straight up just barfing. This thing is so gross. He's going to use a minor action to aim, so he gets a +2 bonus on this roll to hit. That was unnecessary, frankly.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Points. Okay, so he's going to make this a lethal blow. That is 1d6 plus 3 plus his perception plus 2d6. So that's 3d6 plus 3 plus 3. 17 damage, which is a very good hit. So that is -6 armor rating, so 11. Oof. Nice. He hits the broodmother right in her gaping, hideous face. Elyan, you are up.
I am going to use one of the uses of the bottle of crow poison that I got from Zevran on my rapier.
Excellent.
And I'm gonna hit whatever part of this thing is closest to me and hate it.
All right, roll to hit. You're trying to hit an 8. It's not a super high roll. Yes, that is a hit. Roll damage.
11 normal damage and a 6 penetrating damage.
Cassandra, we're back up to the top of the order with you.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna leave the hacking and slashing to Sabrae. Don't really want to get too close, but
Stay in the back with Leander. It's all the cool people are back here.
Then I'm gonna do a lightning.
All right, roll the spell thing. A 19 is, I assume, more than enough to hit the TN.
Yes.
So go ahead and roll penetrating damage for the broodmother.
That is a 10.
10 damage, and that's penetrating. Excellent work.
Yes.
Excellent work. You guys are on fire. It is Maevaris' turn. Maevaris, she's just going to do Arcane Bolt. It's a spirit attack. 14 is enough, but she does not have any stun points. So she is going to roll 2d6 plus the dragon die. 11 penetrating damage. Excellent. Excellent. You guys are really killing this thing. Awesome.
That's the plan.
That's the goal.
We hope so.
It's now the broodmother's turn.
Oh,
God.
The broodmother is going to use her special feature, Thicket of Tentacles.
Oh, no, I hate that.
Okay, I have another suggestion. What if instead she broods? That seems
Right, there we go.
like,
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
I have taken your advice into consideration, and I've decided to do whatever the fuck I want.
Right, exactly.
Oh man. Well,
A broodmother can have a half dozen or more tentacles that move through the walls and floor of her chamber, bursting out from anywhere. Because of this, she can make 2 melee attacks with a single action, and her melee attacks can reach targets up to 4 yards away. So she gets to attack 3 times. Now that she has activated this. So she is going to first attack Sabrae, because he made a big flashy show of himself.
Right.
Yeah.
Just ran right up to her.
That checks out.
I'm assuming an 18 hits.
It does, yes.
And she also has 4 stun points. Wow, that's such a nice coincidence. She
Oh,
has a stunt called Hideous Scream.
Oh, I hate that!
As a 4 SP special stunt, the broodmother can let out a terrible scream that leaves her opponents cowering and covering their ears. Everyone within 15 yards of the broodmother must make a TN 13 willpower courage test. Anyone who fails cannot take a major action on their next turn. This scream will also alert Darkspawn hearing in the distance that the broodmother is in danger.
Fuck.
Everyone
Okay.
make a willpower courage roll.
Yay!
Yay! Leander failed.
Damn
Fonda
it!
failed. Yariel did not fail.
Yeah, because you have a fucking, 6.
Yeah. Did you add a +1 for the dragon die?
It wouldn't make a difference.
Yeah.
Actually, it makes a difference for Talgan. Talgan wins with that +1.
Oh, sweet.
Leander succeeds. Maevaris succeeds. So the only ones who fail are Cassandra, and I think that's it. Everyone else did pretty well.
Delightful.
So she lets out this hideous scream, and Cassandra, you really hear it. It feels like it's rattling directly through your head. You have lost your major action on your next turn, so jot that down.
Yep.
And also, as soon as she screams, maybe it's just your imagination. You've been underground for weeks now, but you could swear that you hear, off in the distance, other darkspawn screaming and trying to get close.
Oh, yay.
Anyway, that was just a stunt. Now she is going to attack you properly, Sabrae.
Yeah.
All right, that is 9 damage.
Okay. Does my armor count, or is it
Yes,
penetrating?
for the tentacle, yes. And then she's going to do it again.
Man, I thought my new fancy defense of 16 would be helpful.
You take another 7 damage. Then you took 10 damage with subtracting your armor. Okay. Next up in the order is Sabrae. Those tentacles, Sabrae, you're not a fan.
Can I go after the tentacles and try to cut them down? Or I guess that's probably not the smartest thing to do in this scenario.
You can certainly try. It's your discretion. It's what you think Sabrae would do.
How many tentacles are there?
There are currently 2.
I don't like that modifier.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
It's just they're currently 2. That's all Sabrae needs to worry about is what he can see right now, right?
Okay. I don't know. I am, like, he's not smart, but he is smart enough to, like, have some battle tactics, and I don't know. There's 2 right now. Let's go ahead and just keep going after the main thing that's causing them.
Good plan. We like that.
Yeah, it's hitting the broadside of a barn. Go ahead and roll damage.
13.
Excellent. Normally it would be Talgan that's up in the order now, but that's not what happens. The broodmother's shriek takes exactly 4 turns, and then suddenly from behind Leander and Maevaris and Cassandra, a large Genlock Alpha comes barreling through the door.
Yay!
It knocks straight into, let's see who, into Leander, tackles him to the ground with battle axe until. Let's go ahead and roll this. That is more than enough to hurt Leander, and that is 6 stunt points.
Oof.
So he is going. Again, like Alpha can make a crippling attack as a special stun for 3 SP. The target suffers a -2 penalty to attack tests and damage, and moves at half speed. Alright, so Leander is permanently at half speed, and it is going to take 2d6 plus 4 damage. 11 minus his armor rating. He is tackled to the ground. The Genlock Alpha has pinned him down and is shrieking down at him. Leander looks, no, don't worry about it. I'm sure he's fine.
Hate this. Hate this.
Talgan is up next. Talgan turns around in surprise and looks across at Leander. And then, he hesitates and then he looks at you, Elyan. Like, he's taking his cue from you. Do you want him to stay and hit the broodmother, or do you want him to go after this Genlock?
Help him!
Talgan's like, okay! And then he runs off and he, counter tackles the Genlock. He's gonna go straight at him with an axe. A 17 is more than enough to hit. 11 minus his armor rating of 7, so 4 damage. Alright. That was Talgan's turn. It is Leander's turn. He is going to desperately try to extricate himself from the Genlock. He is knocked prone, so he does not have much of a major turn unless he manages to knock this thing off. He is going to make a dexterity roll, or an acrobatics roll to try to get out. 14 is just barely good enough. He manages to roll away from the Genlock. He'll use a major action to stand up, or a minor action to stand up, and he used a major action to roll away. So that's pretty much all that he is able to do. It is no longer Leander's turn. Elyan, you're up.
Oh, God. I'm gonna try to focus on attacking the broodmother, because I sent Talgan over to help. Try to focus. Alright, can I do a backstab or a bluff?
She does not have a back. She is sort of growing out of a wall on the cave, so there is no back to stab.
Okay.
A 16 is more than enough to hit the broodmother.
Excellent, and I had 3 stunt points too. Yay. So 11 normal damage and 2 penetrating damage. And I can do lightning attack.
Yep.
11 normal damage and 2 damage again.
Okay. That was Elyan's turn. Cassandra, a Genlock just recently exploded out from behind you and knocked Leander to the ground. Talgan came running over, but now you are somewhat distracted. What are you going to do?
I have no major action.
That's true. You only have a minor action.
I still have minor actions, right. So I can, I'm gonna move away from the group, I guess, and more towards Sabrae, but kind of in the middle. I don't know. I think I'll put my guard up instead because, yeah, that makes more sense. Add 2+2 to your defense until the end of this round, because I can't attack, so I might as well just brace myself.
Okay. That was Cassandra's turn. It's Maevaris' turn. Maevaris was quite startled by the Genlock that came just right the fuck out of nowhere.
Right.
Seeing that no one desperately needs healing, Maevaris is going to magic the Genlock. 16 is more than enough to hit. 2d6 plus creation. 18 penetrating damage. That's a good hit. Right after Maevaris hits that Genlock, a second Genlock appears from a nearby corridor and goes ahead and hits right for you, Cassandra. It's a good thing you have that +2. Let's see if it makes a difference.
Yeah, right?
Does a 14 hit you with that +2?
Oof, no, my defense is at 15 now. Whew.
All right. It bounces off a magical barrier and it screams at you. You realize this is the broodmother's strategy, right? Like, that scream summoned a lot of darkspawn, just a lot of them, and you can hear more coming down the hallway.
Nice.
It is the broodmother's turn now. She really only has Elyan and Sabrae to choose from now because Talgan ran off. So she's gonna see if she can tentacle. Let's see, that is a hit for you, Elyan, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Alright, that is 8 minus your armor. And she's gonna go after Sabrae. So here's a fun stunt that I haven't used yet. She has a stunt called Crush.
Oh, yay.
For 3 stun points, the broodmother can perform a crush stunt after a successful tentacle attack. She grabs the target and inflicts 1d6 plus 6 penetrating damage. She can maintain the crush and inflict damage as a major action each round. Maintain the grab without causing damage as a minor action, or release the grab for free at the start of her turn. On the target's turn, it can escape by using a major action to make a strength might or dex acrobatics test, opposed by the broodmother's strength might. An ally adjacent to the target can also make a special 2 SP stunt to break the grab. Okay, so it's like you're thinking, I know what you're thinking. I can make a good strength might roll. I'm a strong boy. The strength might of the broodmother is +6.
Yep.
So this is a total of 20 damage minus your armor rating, Sabrae.
Okay.
And you are now grappled by the tentacle. This
Fun.
is not how you wanted to introduce yourself to tentacles. There was no circumstance under which you wanted to introduce yourself to tentacles, granted.
I feel like you're speaking for me, and I would like to correct you. I love tentacles. I'm really into it.
Oh no!
Listen, just have a chat with Lan and he can make it happen in the fade.
Oh,
Exactly.
Oh,
This is giving me some great ideas for the future.
Oh,
So
God.
Do you say that out loud, please?
Sabrae's like, I did not know I was into this!
Cass is like, I wish I didn't know that about you!
Alright, and that's an additional 10 damage minus your armor rating, Sabrae, from the last tentacle attack.
okay.
And now you are trapped in a tentacle. The second Genlock just took some damage from Maevaris, so the Genlock is going to go after Maevaris.
Oh no!
Fuck.
That is more than enough to hit. That is 8 damage minus her none armor.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, she's got 0, so I'm like, ah!
Fine, everything is fine. She takes a nasty blow right across the ribs from this axe. And oof.
Yeah, that definitely gets my attention. I turn around, I'm like, May!
She does not answer. That is the Genlock's turn. Sabrae, it's your turn. You are in a tentacle. You can attempt to make a strength might or dex acrobatics test opposed to the broodmother's strength might.
Okay.
So you are trying to beat a 17.
Okay. Oh,
Nope.
damn it. Bummer.
That means you take an additional 1d6 plus 6 penetrating damage. 11 penetrating.
Okay.
It is Talgan's turn. Talgan, he came over to help Leander, and now he's gonna help Maevaris. He's like, oh no, that's bad. So he's gonna go ahead and axe that other Genlock.
I feel like we need to focus on the broodmother. I feel like we're getting away from our key.
Right, exactly. Don't worry, I'm gonna get the sword out next turn, because then I can actually have a turn.
That's 11 minus 5, so 6 damage. That was Talgan's turn. Leander is up next. Despite the presence of the Genlock currently screaming at Talgan, he is going to turn and fire an arrow at the broodmother. 18 and 4 stunt points.
Ooh, dang.
So he's going to use Mighty Blow. 8. Okay. Alright. Oh my god, Leander. I'm so proud of you, Leander. So Leander does a quick sweep of the room. He decides, never mind. He turns away from the Genlocks and he fires an arrow straight into the broodmother's eye.
Ooh, nice.
Sabrae, you fall about 20 feet.
Oh, fuck.
9 penetrating damage from the fall.
Okay.
This enrages the 2 remaining Genlocks. Oh
Oh no, what have you discovered? I'm
I
scared.
don't like that.
On the broodmother's, you know what? I'm not going to read this out loud. Elyan and Sabrae make a con stamina roll.
Oh boy.
A very important con stamina roll.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Okay. So here's what happens. Leander fires this arrow into the broodmother's eye, and a spray of black darkspawn blood fountains out from it, hitting both Elyan and Sabrae. If anyone is, for those playing at home, darkspawn blood is what carries the blight. You both just got a lot of it sprayed all over you, and you have both just rolled stamina rolls, and I am not going to tell you how high the TN number is.
Oh,
Great. Thanks. Love that.
You're welcome. And now it is your turn, Elyan. The broodmother is dead, and you just got a lot of darkspawn blood sprayed on you.
Fuck.
How are you feeling? Let's check in with Elyan really quickly.
Everything is awful.
I think it's fine. I don't know what's wrong with you.
You just fell 20 feet and got sprayed with darkspawn blood. Just a quick flashback for you, Sabrae. Remember what your brother said?
Yeah, no, I remember what he said. He said
Yep.
something about not getting darkspawn
the blight.
and not opening my mouth and like
Right.
letting it
He
get
told
on me.
Cassandra the same thing, like, keep your mouth shut. And Cass is like, ah!
So yes, you both just got sprayed with darkspawn blood. If you open your eyes to try to aim, that's something that you're going to have to consider.
Oh dear.
I feel like we don't know that the broodmother's dead, presumably, right? It's just like, I just hit the ground.
I mean, she released you from your tentacle, you heard an arrow whip into her eye, and you heard her scream. It's a good assumption to make, but, you know, Sabrae's a dumbass, so
Yeah.
I guess I'll leave that as your call. Most relevantly, I think your attention would be monopolized by the fact that, oh god, we both just got sprayed with darkspawn blood.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know that Elliot got sprayed.
I feel like Elyan's going to want to wash that away from his eyes and mouth and everything. Like, that is first instinct.
You do not have access to clean water at the moment.
Yeah, so it's like, shit.
You hear Leander's voice from behind you. Elyan? Sabrae?
I just wipe at my face frantically, trying to clear as much of this off as I can with, like, a sleeve or whatever.
Alright, that is probably going to take your entire turn, because, you know, your face has a lot of nooks and crannies.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So Elyan sacrifices his turn, essentially. Cassandra, you saw that loud and clear. Like, you saw that right there.
Yeah.
Your big little brother and Elyan, I guess.
Yeah. I guess, yeah.
They both just got sprayed with darkspawn, which is like, that's bad. That's pretty bad. What's going through your head when you see that, Cassandra?
I was very clearly told by little big brother the first, like, don't get it in your mouth. And definitely I'm like yelling over to Sabrae, I'm like, don't open your eyes, don't open your mouth. That's what Ren said.
Let's have a quick psychological check-in with Sabrae, actually. What's
right.
going through your head, Sabrae? Tell me, I'm so interested.
Well, the floor is very hard, so that's not great. I mean, I think he knows what happened, and he's, like, trying to remain calm. I feel like it's just like warrior stuff at this point, so he's like, he is calm right now. He's just like, okay, we're just going to not move. Just no movement, and everything will be fine, just not moving.
Alright.
So what's left on the field then? Still those, is it Genlocks?
The 2 Genlocks. One of
Okay.
them is a Genlock Alpha, so it's a little bit bigger. The other one just took a really good hit from Maevaris, and it looks pretty badly damaged.
Welp. I'm gonna sword. I'm gonna sword one of them, like whichever one is closer. Yeah, let's go with the one that is lower.
Okay.
And I'm going to activate combat magic and my sword, and I'm gonna stab it.
Roll to hit.
17.
17 is, yep, that's enough to hit. So go ahead and roll the same thing a second time for damage.
13.
You kill the Genlock, the lesser
Yay!
Genlock. You slice its head off neatly.
Nice.
Then it is Maevaris' turn. She looks very, very winded. That slash from the Genlock really knocked the hell out of her. But she is going to grit her teeth and cast Arcane Bolt. That's more than enough to hit. That's 10 penetrating damage. It is now the Genlock's turn. The Genlock just took a hit from Maevaris. The Genlock's gonna go after Maevaris.
Oh no!
That's a hit.
Can I use Faith's Shield, or is that only for magic stuff?
Read the description.
Once per encounter, when your friend is in danger, you reach into yourself, draw upon your sense of faith. Any damage your ally takes is reflected back on the one who dealt it to them. This action may be taken outside your turn. Okay.
Yeah. The damage is reflected back onto the Genlock, which is very, 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 very good. Like, you do not understand how good that is. Like,
you just slashed her like, no, not my girl!
So that's 10 damage that's reflected back. Alright. That was the Genlock's turn. Sabrae, it's your turn. What are you doing?
I'm definitely wasting a turn just trying to, like, frantically get all the blood off of my face.
Okay. Talgan is up next. Talgan is going to try to finish off that Genlock, because, like, that's the main thing. You gotta kill the fucking monster first. Like, kill it. Kill, please. Oh god, please. He can panic later. 19 is a hit. That's 2d6 plus 5 damage. 13 damage minus 5, so 8. Alright, it's really getting low. It's Leander's turn. Leander is extremely conflicted. No, Leander's gonna run toward you, Elyan.
Okay.
He's going to run to you, pull just any rag he has in his pack out, and just frantically start wiping the blood off your face. He says, eyes closed, mouth closed, don't speak.
Elyan just nods.
And he hurriedly wipes at your face, and he's just gonna waste his turn. Cassandra, you're up next.
Okie dokie. Genlock is still alive, barely?
Yes, it has a couple hit points left.
Alright, well, my sword's out. I'm like, alright, you next!
An 11. That is good enough. It's 13 with a shield, but it's using a two-handed sword, so it's fine.
That's a 15, woohoo!
Maevaris is gonna finish it off.
Yep.
That's an 18, that's more than enough to hit. 12 penetrating damage. Maevaris finishes off the Genlock.
Woo!
With an arcane bolt straight to the chest. It throws the Genlock back a couple of feet, and it starts burning with subtle white magical fire. Maevaris stands there staring at it, and then collapses onto one knee, and then to the other knee.
Definitely rush forward towards her.
She has, here's a fun fact, Maevaris has 7 hit points currently.
Oh dear
Oh,
god.
jeez.
After he cleans up your face, Elyan, Leander is going to go straight to you, Sabrae, and do the same to you. And he's saying, like, keep your mouth closed, keep your eyes closed. And he starts, like, rubbing at your face.
Okay. I'm just nodding vigorously. Like, yes, of
like,
course.
hard. Like, he's really going to town. He might give you a black eye with how hard he's rubbing at you.
I mean, that's fair. I'm not mad at that right now.
But yes, Elyan, you blink open your eyes blearily.
Oh god.
You don't feel any different, but you know the onset for the blight is very slow.
Yep. Hating this knowledge. Okay.
From the other side of the cavern, you hear a battle cry as Cardal takes down the ogre with one huge swing of his axe. It capitulates very loudly, and the whole cavern rumbles.
I feel like Elyan is pretty jumpy right now. He definitely jumps at that, but I think he sees May and, gets up shakily and goes over as quickly as he can to her.
May, like, normally her default state is to assure everyone that she's fine. She's in so much pain she's actually not speaking at all, which is not a good sign.
That is not good. I have heal. Can I try to heal her?
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Yeah, that's all I can do. I'm like, Kadan? Okay. Not answering. That's bad.
Doesn't your trinket also do something? The trinket she gave you?
Oh yeah, heal 2d6 and remove poison. I have, yes, her kerchief as well. I'm just gonna use, her kerchief to heal the 2d6 on her then, so.
So now she has 13 hit points.
Yay! I'm like, Kadan, can you hear me?
She nods vaguely. She's she's not really looking great.
Oh boy.
Leander finishes cleaning off your face. Sabrae says, "Do you feel okay?
I don't know how to answer that, man.
Can you stand?"
Yes.
He helps you to stand, and then he turns and looks for you, Elyan, and you ran off to look after May.
Yep.
Leander jogs after you. Maevaris, she starts insisting. She says, I'm fine, I'm alright. Just need a quick rest, that's all.
Can I be the blunt one and say bullshit?
Yeah, you're not fine. We need to get out of here.
Cardal comes over to you, his axe is bloodied. You all are sort of piling up together now, and she says, I'd congratulate you on the good work with that broodmother, but I feel like we need to, He heads to you first, Sabrae, and he peels back your eyelid to look into your eye a little bit closer. And then he does the same to you, Elyan. He, opens your mouth, looks down your throat just to, get an assessment.
Okay. Hate that, but okay.
He says, stop whining. He looks at you and he says, well, you got to it quick, which is good. There's really no way to know for certain at this early stage. By day 2 or day 3, you should know for sure.
I just sort of look at everybody and I'm just like, well, we didn't really think we were going to get through it totally unscathed, did we? We have work to do.
Cardal says, come on, I can take you back to the Legion outpost. And he guides all of you away from this horrible, horrible scene.
Yes. Good.
Good and great.
Yep.
Great and good. So you all sort of limp your way back to the Legion outpost following Cardal. The dwarf Sigrun is sort of holding back, walking with you, Cassandra and Maevaris. And Sigrun kind of leans over to you as you walk in. She's like, she's super advanced in the Blight, right? She's really far along.
I know.
I'm kind of amazed she's even still alive.
I know.
Am I helping? I feel like I'm not helping.
You are not helping.
Okay. I just in case on the off chance you weren't aware.
You can stop talking now, Sigrun.
Okay, sorry. The Legionnaire outpost turns out to be a large camp set up in the ruins of some ancient Tig. There are tents set up, dotted around this large, what used to be a square. You think a town square. But there are also a lot of the buildings that have been repurposed. There are legionnaires who have set up little makeshift bunk beds inside these small buildings. Because, buildings make for great cover. Worst come to worst. If you get attacked by Darkspawn in the middle of the night, you'd rather be in a building than in a flimsy little ass tent.
True.
And you all, Maevaris barely makes it back to the camp. She, as soon as you set her down on a bedroll, she pretty much collapses and just goes to bed, just immediately.
Yep, hate that.
She's dirty, she's covered in gross, deep road sludge. She already looked really cadaverous and pale because the Blight had advanced so far, and it's not looking a whole lot better. Cardal says, from here we're about 5-6 days from the surface. As soon as we heal up a little bit, we can start heading in that direction. And I think it's Talion who says, so you'll come with us to the surface? You'll help us with the Blight? Cardal says, why the fuck not? It's gonna get pretty quiet down here with the Blight on the surface anyway, so might as well do something to kill time.
You're not looking forward to the downtime?
Legionnaires, we don't suffer idleness very well, let's put it that way.
I know where you're coming from.
So you all shack up with the Legion of the Dead. Sabrae, do you want to use the Glyph of Calling tonight when you sleep?
Yeah, I feel like I need to give him an update about what the hell happened. Plus, at least he needs to know that we've got the Legion, and this is all important information, so yes.
Hey, babe, I might have the Blight, but don't freak out.
I will actually not be telling him that, because,
I know you won't. Exactly.
Why would you just tell people things?
That sounds like a healthy relationship dynamic. We don't do that here. Okay, so So you are all settling in with the Legion of the Dead. And Sabrae, you decide you need to probably have Lennon come talk to you tonight. Probably that'd be. You got to update him.
Yeah.
So you need to find a mage. And there are no dwarven mages. And Maevaris is no, right?
No, yeah.
Like not Maevaris. So that really only leaves Cassandra.
Yep.
She's the only one who can infuse the rune with mana
Your
for you.
giant little sister.
So you head up to Cassandra. Paint us a picture for what Cassandra looks like right at this moment. Okay.
Oh my god. Well, first of all, like, May just collapsed, right? Like, and so doing the best she can to, like, clean up May as she is, like, passed out. Like, okay, you're covered in shit. That's gross. Ew.
So this is what you come upon, Sabrae. How do you tackle this?
Awkwardly.
Right, like everything.
I feel like I'm just like, is this a bad time? I can come back later.
After I, like, am frantically, like, wiping May down, I, like, turn around and I'm like, oh, what did you need the thing again?
Yes. The thing.
The glyph, right. You wouldn't need to tell Lennon. Okay, I will.
I just thought, he should know. I'm like sort of like standing awkwardly in the doorway. Are you How are you?
I just, like, look at Sabrae very blankly and I'm like, I'll answer that later. Let's do the glyph.
Yeah, that's fine. That's totally preferable.
Right. It's like, let's not talk about feelings. How about?
You don't do that here. So Sabrae, you draw the glyph on the ground near where you're going to set up for the night. Night? Is it night? You don't know. You've been underground for almost 2 months now. You draw the glyph, and Cassandra, you charge it with mana. It glows and then settles down like it always does. And next time you go to sleep, Lennon should should be called out to it.
I just look at, like, Sabrae, like, all right, that should do it. Have fun. I'm sure you always do in your dreams. Sounds nice.
That's not really. It's more of a serious conversation. It hasn't been a great day.
No.
You know that.
Are you going to tell him?
Tell him about what? The broodmother? Yes. The fact that we got the Legion of the Dead? Yes.
The Darkspawn blood, Yario.
I don't think that's important. You don't think it's important. Either.
So Cassandra's girlfriend hid the fact that she had the Blight from
Right. Like, the fact that you're, like, not telling, I just sort of, like, dead eye stare at you. I was like, it is more important than anything else right now. Speaking as someone who is with someone currently dying of the Blight.
It could be nothing.
It could be. Do you think Lennon wants to take that gamble? If he finds out that it is something, and you didn't tell him?
There's nothing he can do.
You're right. There's nothing he can do. There's nothing I could do.
We have bigger things to focus on right now, Cassandra.
You're right. Why bother? Good night, Yario.
Hey friends, Tessa here. If you're desperate to hear the next episode, chances are good that you can by joining our Discord server. We post links to all episodes in pre-release, and you can even chat with us and listen live as we record. Join us by going to bit.ly/CFCDiscord. For more information on the show, character biographies, and links to social media, head to our website, critfail.club or critfailclub.com. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr. Crit Fail Club does not advertise at all, so if you like what you hear, tell a friend who might also like it, make a post on social media about it, or leave a review on Apple Podcasts. Full episodes are available on our YouTube channel, bit.ly/CFC channel, or wherever you get your podcasts.